evening, everyone. This is Tracy Hickman broadcasting to you live and direct from Mythos Games here in South Jordan, Utah, and wishing you were here. Although, actually, all my friends are really already here, so I guess it's okay. Laura is not here, as you can see from the Laura cam. There is no Laura. She has gone out to the car. Oh, she has returned. Yes, she forgot.
I brought an extra test.
Okay, yeah, spare one. We may need that actually here shortly. Laura's back.
Hello.
You were not here to watch the momentous occasion of my actually starting our program this evening.
Unmuted?
Unmuted, yeah. I was very proud of myself. I've been practicing all week.
Very good.
In front of the mirror. Yeah, thank you. Well, and we're back here today, excited about our game this evening. The players may be less excited about the game this evening. What was there? Some problem it seemed to pick up here from?
I don't know. Do you want to tell us if there was a problem last game?
I gently landed the ship without any problem whatsoever.
No loss of life.
We're back on solid ground.
The masts are all intact.
Sure.
So that's all good, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Did everybody get the update on the game?
Why, yes, we did.
Oh, yes, you did. Okay, good. And what did we learn from that?
That you think we suck at sailing an airship.
That is not true.
That's what I got from the tale.
That is not true. You guys do not suck at playing. You look.
No, we do. No, we do.
It's okay.
No,
But it's okay.
No. I think we need to put this in perspective. I think we need to recognize that of all of the people on this island, nobody can sail an airship better than you can.
That's true.
It's all a matter of
Perspective.
perspective and how you look at it. Exactly. I had a lot of fun actually with that. One of the most important things about getting together and playing this game, and especially playing this game with this wonderful group here, which I don't think I tell you how much I appreciate you coming to do this every week and putting up with this every week, because games have to be tested. And because I have in the past, put out games in my absolute hubris, in the Greek sense of hubris, in fact, I think, of put out games thinking that I was such a professional that I knew better. And anytime anyone does that, the game absolutely sucks when it goes out. It's just, the best you can do is hope to fix it at that point.
The way you put that, it makes it sound like you're sitting in your den. I am the great Tracy Hickman, high-fiving a million angels. This is amazing.
Kind of like that. Yeah, it's a lot like that. Yeah, and that's always a bad sign. Okay.
Good to know.
Always a bad sign. It's right before. It's right about that point when, a giant rift opens up in my office and I'm swallowed. Yeah. So it's really important actually that we get together here every week as we have been doing and play this game to find where the what is working and what is not working. I think I think that it's interesting that I get to do it publicly. That's maybe not the smartest move, but
We really appreciate you guys coming every week and doing that.
We do. We appreciate you guys coming every week and helping us with our play tests. And in point of fact, okay, the biggest help to us has been really over the last couple of weeks, as we have been dealing with flying this airship, this aeroship. And that's because I have no idea how this works.
Good to know.
Well, we do now.
But we do now. Because
We thought we knew. And then we
thought
played.
we knew, and then we played, and then no.
No.
Because just no. Okay. And we came to realize that what we really needed was a revision of the flight system that would give you a lot of options in terms of how to get places and where to go, and to give you the flavor of that high seas adventurous pirate ship without having to take a doctoral course in the art of sailing in the age of sail.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It is okay though. I mean, I was reading through the comments actually on the Kickstarter campaign this afternoon, and one of the comments was after we released we probably need to explain to everybody that.
Oh, yes.
Laura,
I'm eating a red vine because Clark bought a huge bag
Clark
and
bought
brought
a
it
huge
and
bag
shared
of
it with
red vines.
everybody. It's been great.
anyone who's ever been to a killer breakfast knows it's the traditional bribe. So.
Oh, is that the bread?
It is. Oh,
the
you didn't
official
even know.
bribe.
That is the official bribe of Tracy and Laura Hickman Killer Breakfast.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
there would be a sponsorship involved, except they know that we'll just buy them anyway. Yeah. So one of the things that's been interesting to me this week is, as I was reading the comments on the post that we made, the update post that we made this week, which was about sailing and the
Oh,
terminology
my
of
gosh.
sailing. Yeah, there's probably people out there that are
Would
trying
like
to
to
make
talk to
comments, would
me.
like to talk to you, but you're not paying any
I'm
attention to them.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
No one's home.
Okay.
Well, Laura just hasn't started the software.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
Let's see over here.
What was
See,
I
there's lots of
thinking?
people here. I'm just looking here online, and there's like, okay,
I
red vines are
apologize.
better than Twizzlers, according to Deja Vu.
I totally agree.
That's true, Deja.
Absolutely.
And Deja is enjoying watching the playtest and all of this.
Now here, I'm gonna cause somebody to be upset. I like black licorice better than red licorice.
Clark said that earlier.
Right there.
I would agree with that,
I
but
like
it has to be the right black
licorice. Mm-hmm.
It's just any old black licorice off the shelf won't do it for me.
Well, actually, I like the panda licorice. The
Okay.
soft,
Oh,
yeah. But it's still very licoricey. I was raised on black licorice.
What does chat say though? Usually I get hate when everybody says.
Oh, hey, Deja says they agree about the black licorice.
This is shocking. Usually I
That's
get hate.
great.
You are not alone. There are people out there.
I
who-
feel so loved.
You do. You should feel loved and all of that.
And Dragonhearth says you always have to get a big 5-pound bucket of the red vines. Have you seen those at Costco, man?
Oh, yeah.
it's so true.
I didn't know to get those.
Oh, yeah, it's probably, now that you include him in on that, it's probably a bad thing. So yeah, anyway, I was reading through the comments today on the post that we made, which was about, the complexities of sailing, actually sailing a ship in the age of sail. And it was really funny because someone came on and hang on just a moment. I've got to find this just a second. Here we go. And someone had actually made a comment about, someone made the comment about without a proper keel on an aeroship, that it would be impossible to close haul the ship.
But that's what the harp does.
But that's right. That's what the harp does. The harp empowers the keel to react against the ambient aether in the air and provide the same bite into that substance that the keel normally does in water.
Of course.
I mean, anyone would recognize that walking down the street. I mean, you know,
Yeah, it was just
it would make
logical.
absolute sense
Oh, yeah.
to people. But I just thought it was wonderful that someone would, and this is true of the people who are with us, and it's true of the gaming community. You have some people who just want to, you know, sing a sea shanty if they're taught it, and be on the boat and think that's really cool, and I want to stand at the pointy end, and that's as far as their thinking goes. You know, and yet we've got other people who are really very much into it, and who want to know what a leech line is, and want to know how the rigging all works. Okay, and that's okay too. And so one of the great things about the playtest that we've been doing here is that it has taught us that we need to find a ground in here to make what is essentially an extremely complex art of sailing a square rig ship to a point where it can work in game. And that's what I've been doing all day. And it's been just a lot of fun. And so I'm working on these things, and like this one,
Yes.
okay, which is like for the captain. Here, I can show you.
Do you want me to hold it up to the camera?
I have a camera.
Oh.
It looks like this. Okay. And here, I'm going to send that over to people who know stuff. And that would allow us to know where the wind is coming from, how the sails are supposed to be set for where the wind is coming from, what kind of speeds we're going to get out of a wind that comes from that direction, and it's all just very much integrated into it, and it adds the terminology so that we can, you know, yo-ho to each other in a language that almost sounds nautical. So I'm pretty excited about this, actually. This is, I have this helm piece here that I'm working on that's got a little disc thing that kind of works with it, and
So is it a four-mast ship?
what's that?
Is it a four-mast ship?
Well, this particular ship actually is, they've just got a lot of the sails on here, but I'm seeing actually 3 masts here, which is fairly typical. Oh no, I take it back. One.
Isn't that 4?
No, this is a 4-master, which is ridiculous. I don't know who came up with that.
Okay, so that'll have to be fixed. and
Well,
post.
yes, I borrowed the art with
This is
me.
a fully rigged ship.
And that is a fully rigged ship. And yes, and thank you very much. The rigging does not move, otherwise I'd have done that too. But we'll work on that here as we get to the rig.
Maybe that's something we can add to that.
And that's probably, yeah, probably something I don't get.
Something, yeah, to make
The
it.
app has a cooperative flying.
Yes, the app is actually supposed to have cooperative flying, but it will actually be working from this kind of system. And so you'll have the captain who will issue commands right from this. You'll have the helmsman who will do inputs in terms of the course of the ship, and will read where the wind is. You'll have a sailing master then who will then need to rig the ship for that configuration as well as others. And it's not just a question of rigging it for the reach. It also becomes a question of how much sail are you going to put on based on the wind that you've got. And it's, and for those of us who watch a lot of movies, and when they get into combat, they seem to be turning the ship every which way.
Movies.
It may be a little bit more complicated than that, or you better have some decent headway if you're going to try to spin this square rigger
Or a
around another
decent
ship.
crew.
Crew is actually very important.
Yeah.
And
Crew
so,
can happen.
and so in the system that we're working on, crew will be actually a big part of that. How much crew you have in the rigging, for example, will determine how quickly and how well you get the sails set.
Deja says that is an Eberron ship with the circle about it.
Well, I don't know about
Thank
Eberron,
you.
but
Thank you, Deja.
Yes. I was mostly looking for a top-down view of a ship that I could throw in this and make it
Well,
work.
now we know what it was.
That's right. We promised
Nice.
to provide our own ship in the future.
Yeah,
Wow, Deja would know. That's awesome.
that's very cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. So, and so the point then is that we're very grateful to everybody who's here and for helping us figure out how all this works.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, once again, thank you.
Yeah.
We can't do it without you.
Excited to be here.
Well, we could do it without you, but it'd suck.
Yeah,
We
that's
figured out
true.
how it doesn't work.
How it doesn't work, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Which, is, according to the scientific method, that's valuable information.
That is actually
Yeah,
probably
it's
the
viable.
most valuable
Yes.
information.
Thank you very much.
Eliminating possibilities.
So,
Okay,
If it worked the first time, what we're gonna do? Yes.
it is after 7:15 and time for
Is it time?
fortune cookies.
It's time. Is that when fortune cookies take place?
Yeah,
Oh. I wondered when that was. Okay.
okay.
All right.
And
Laura
the
has
first
the-
one here for,
This is whose fortune is this?
this is always for the players first.
Oh, that's
Players
very
first.
gracious of us. Yes.
Okay. And the fortune, your fortune is follow the middle path. Neither extreme will make you happy.
Okay.
Okay,
Ah.
that sounds really important.
Follow
The middle path, neither extreme will make you happy.
I wonder if we have one of those.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully there'll be a path out here in the jungle.
All right. I want to know what my fate is. then
What
this
is,
evening.
what is the GM's fate here tonight? And your fortune is,
I have no fortune.
I brought a spare!
what? That was hilarious. Okay, thank you so much, Brent.
I thought my time was up.
That's
Destined to
crazy.
be.
Okay, and this
If
one,
there's not another one in there, I'm just going
I
straight to
just
the
happened to
hospital.
grab Chinese for dinner before I came over.
that's crazy. Okay. Oh, the road to knowledge begins with the turn of the page.
Oh,
Oh, there you go, honey. That's what you needed. You better keep that one.
That's a plan. That's a
That's right. I spent all afternoon pushing this into a fortune cookie.
I sneakily took the fortune out of his cookie, and
That is long game plan.
I went to the Chinese restaurant you went to, paid the guy to give him that one.
Wow, wow.
I wondered why our server was so strained.
You are funny.
The road
Okay.
to knowledge begins with the turn of a page.
And
that
we-
is true.
with that, we need to turn the page and get started.
Okay, Laura wants to
I
start.
want to watch
Okay.
what happens next. I think about it all Wednesday. I wake up on Wednesday and think, what will happen next?
All right. Laura, if you insist, you should turn your camera
Oh,
around,
I will.
because that's part of how that works. Okay.
Make sure it's
Yes, everything is fine.
okay.
Everything is. Here we go. All right, it's time. It is time to play once again and to return to those thrilling days of yesteryear, or some alternate time, whenever that is. Okay, let's start. Let's see it again, everybody.
Dude, Tracy.
You are very funny.
So messy.
This will be in another killer breakfast, I swear.
The Tracy?
Yeah. All right, then. Oh, heavens. Last week, as I recall, Lyd, you settled the ship gently through the canopy of the jungle.
Like a baby.
Planting it solidly on the jungle floor, as I recall. And it keeled over slightly on its side. But at least you're back on terra firma and on solid ground somewhere in the jungle. Somewhere.
I think we are officially in the
You know,
crotch of the jungle.
Are we now? Okay,
Yeah, I
good-
believe
good
that
to know,
was
good
the.
to
I
know.
believe that was in fact the.
But
comment
why
that was
are
made.
we on the ground though? Aren't we supposed to be aloft?
because we're hiding. See?
Hiding?
Now the ship is hidden in the jungle.
Maybe a dragon was pursuing us.
Maybe. Did anybody see a dragon? I didn't.
I think we had decided last week that a couple of us were going to stay with the ship,
Okay.
and then the rest of us were going to go into Haven
Okay.
to find
Well-
a crew.
Conveniently, those who are not here this evening could stay with the ship.
Excellent.
That's
Okay.
great.
Most definitely.
That's quite a few people.
Do we trust those guys?
Or if you don't trust those guys, you could all stay on the ship and send them into town.
No.
That sounds like a bad thing.
Well, you should tie into the ship. Would you like to talk to people?
Me? I tied one person up, and all of a sudden I'm a habitual person tire upper. Is that what I am?
That's how it works.
You know,
All right, we're gonna leave them
a
with the
serial
ship.
tire upper of people. Is that?
There's so many jokes we're going to leave them there. Okay, so we're
Very
going to leave
good.
them with the ship, and we're going to head into Haven
Now, but why aren't we
Hire a
taking,
crew.
why aren't we taking the ship with us?
because they'll think that we're gods. And
I don't think
Because
we
they'll
have.
But we
think-
are. We are. We are the dominant power on this continent.
You were the one that was hiding.
I'm not saying we take over. But we do have the power to usher in a revolution, a renaissance.
Wait,
Well, we
you
need- we
told
need a
us
crew first.
to get out of there.
Yeah, when we didn't know how to fly the ship.
We still don't know how to fly
Well,
the
we
ship.
know better how to fly the ship. We do know better.
We need.
Is there an anchor on the ship?
There is, in fact, an anchor on the ship.
He's not
Like a
entirely.
normal looking old.
It's a normal-looking anchor, yes.
Did that?
Has it been dropped?
Is
But
that what
continue to
stopped
sing my
us?
praises, please. Continue.
No, as I recall, what
But-
stopped us is that the
don't
harpist
have enough crew.
pulled one of the strings,
Ship.
yeah, and in
That
on
did-
the
Th- This
harp,
is my proposal.
that did not release the
This is
anchor,
my
no.
proposal. I
It
have a
just
solution.
dropped you about 30
We
feet.
sail into Haven. As you saw, a bunch of
And it
dignitaries
didn't need
and
to sail,
officials
right?
of
Let's
Haven
walk
came
into
to meet us
Haven and
today.
hire some sailors.
Yes, that's why.
Well, I was just proposing a solution to that very problem. Okay, when we sailed misadventurously over Haven and came to a stop, did we not see many nobles and many officials of Haven come to potentially greet us?
Yeah.
Right? It is not unreasonable that we could seek a patron to fund a crew for us.
But they know who you are.
Well, yes, of course they know who I am. I'm famous.
So are they going to fall for
They
it?
didn't
Oh,
see
absolutely.
you did.
Well, they'll know when we get there. Obviously, yes, I feared for the safety of my family, as all of you should fear for the safety of your loved ones.
I didn't. I waved and yelled at everyone.
Yeah. What-
Same.
By the way,
That's a
Dragonhearth
bold
looks
choice,
like
sir.
every
It's a
other
bold
TV
choice to be sure. But
Well,
suffice
okay,
to
mixed
say,
messages. Yeah.
suffice to say, when you are noble born like myself, and as well known as you are like myself, you know, a responsibility is owed to your friends and family.
But I have an idea. Like my
Yes.
cousins are sailors. I'm from Haven. My cousins
Well,
are sailors.
let's sail on
go.
over, yeah, and get them.
let's
That's
go get
fantastic.
'em.
But I propose we make a grand entrance and establish ourselves as those that are thoroughly in control of this ship.
All right.
If we go
Let me-
poking around
While
Haven,
you're doing that, I am going as the rogue.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to sneak in the back way
okay.
into
Well,
my
that's-
cousin's house and have a conversation.
Let me make another.
I don't know what could possibly
Prediction
go
here.
wrong involving a bunch of noble people.
Yeah. What if
Sure.
we sail into Haven and then the government takes the ship and kills us all?
Well, that's what you thought was going to happen last time we were in Haven.
Sure.
And we had to
Right,
run
right.
away.
And
But-
now Haven is the dominant power, and
Yeah.
we're dead.
But the solution there was that one of us, and I will volunteer, goes down. The ship and all of you stays safely aloft.
But we're not alone.
But we can be.
How?
How does this ship fly? I don't know how the ship flies. I just know that it does.
Yes, that's correct.
So,
let's get some sailors that might know how it works.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's
are we
go.
going to Haven together, or are we going to split?
Well, I
Don't
hesitate. I do hesitate
split.
to split, but I do want to say this: if we go poking about, saying, hey, we need sailors. I don't think it's going to be too difficult to extrapolate.
That's such a crazy request that no one could possibly ask for sailors, unless they had a sky ship in the jungle.
If memory serves, and now I'm going to speak out of character, looking for some clarification. The seas are not traveled, correct?
The seas are not
Because
traveled.
so
extremely
large
dangerous.
ships are not employed.
That's correct.
River barges and what have you. Those
coastal sails, coastal ships for trade
Gotcha. So
do take place, and most of the traffic goes up the rivers.
all right, yeah. So with that in mind, amassing a large enough crew to crew this ship, that might ring some alarm
It's
bells.
only a
It's not that
two-masted
big.
ship, right?
Well, is that unreasonable
Is it
for
a bark?
what travels?
Or would you say
It's slightly larger than normally one would see in terms of river traffic, but not too much. It's not a very large ship.
Oh, well, that's good to know that hiring a 30-man crew when most ships are only a 10-man crew. The question would
Couldn't
be
we just lie and say we have 3 ships?
Well,
so.
why don't you just sneak down and go look about, was it the air temple? And see if you could find books or something on it.
That's true. I've heard books contain knowledge.
Well, they do.
Yeah, and we can learn.
And you don't have to talk to anybody.
Actually,
If you eat
Well, yeah, that's not my job. My job is I burst through the front door and announce my presence and say, "Can I please borrow the books?"
Let's go.
Wait. Why do we need a patron if you're a noble? Don't you have money?
Well, I do not have money,
I
but
have
my
money.
family does, and she does as well. But we can petition our families and whatnot to.
So you're from.
Okay, we're all heading
no, on the
to
contrary, my
Haven. We
family
can have
knows.
this
We're heading
Why don't
towards
they give you-
Haven.
interminable
Debating if
conversation
we
on the
go-
way.
I have no problem with
But it's a
you
good
going to
story. It's
Haven.
not-
My only real question is, how?
I have means.
Are
We're
you
walking.
You're walking to Haven.
Wait, isn't that a really long
It's a
walk
day's
by
journey.
now?
He said it was a day's
About a day.
journey.
It's about a day's journey. Yeah.
Through the jungle.
Well, it may take a little bit longer through the jungle. It is jungle after
He
all.
waited one up and he said a day.
Well,
I'm dubious about leaving the ship behind. That is for sure.
As am I.
Hey,
I
I'm in my
guess
steps.
I guess it depends how far we flew before we crashed.
Well,
We were
I could
right,
set the ship on
because we were
fire.
right here when we
That's a brilliant
couldn't get
idea.
over the
That
top.
solves
So we
everything.
want to
So
head
we
due south
went
for the
hard.
road.
We went
In many
hard to
ways,
the- I
it
can't remember
does.
what he said.
In many
We ended
ways
up
it does.
Right,
Hard to live
Touche.
that way.
Touche.
We're
Well,
closer.
like right in there.
We're closer to
Well.
my home than Haven.
So,
Are there any
Haven's where they
Dragonborn
say-
No. We went south. We went south quite a bit away from your home, Clark. I don't think we're actually in the crotch of the mountains anymore,
No, we're not.
as Bo so eloquently.
More volcanoes.
that was eloquent, I'll have you know. That was a precisely accurate term to describe
We're right
exactly
in there.
where we wanted to go.
So where are you going?
We're going to walk due south till we hit the road, and then we're going to turn left and walk into Haven on the road.
Okay.
I think this is a terrible idea.
Yeah, we're in the jungle. We're in the jungle near Haven.
Yes.
Yeah.
Going south to the road, follow the road to Haven.
No. I don't think we're up there anymore. I think we already passed the road. I think we're
In between the two roads?
I think we're on the in the lower jungle.
Really?
Because I remember we got out of the valley here.
Do we know where we are?
Maybe we should take the ship aloft, gain our bearings, and then while we're there, since we're there, already in the sky, let's just go ahead and fly it onto Haven.
Yeah, we were in Haven, and you were freaking out.
Because we
had
weren't
to
ready.
get away.
We weren't ready.
Nothing has changed.
It was not the
Except we
opportune
crashed.
moment, and things have changed. We are now a more proficient, skilled crew.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Well, we are. Come on, we are. That's a fact.
Hold
All right?
Bards.
Hold on. Here's the problem.
What are you
guys
gonna
going
do
to
with a
ride
bard?
A day away from where we are right now, and we know that people are following us. So I'm gonna be here on the ship by myself with those people who aren't paying attention, and we're gonna get mobbed. and then I'm gonna have to be expected to try to get the ship up as quickly as possible so it doesn't get overrun.
You cast a glider
Meanwhile,
on the ship.
waiting for you.
You cast.
You want to
cast a
fly the
glider
ship?
on
Is that what
So
you're
I
doing?
think, yes, I think we
The
should take
short
the
answer
ship,
is not a ship this size.
take
No,
the
no.
ship to Haven,
All right.
stay in the sky. You guys
Well,
rope down.
just one of us. No, just one of us goes.
No.
That way, if one of us gets killed,
No,
then it's not that big a loss.
no.
He just wants
Maybe
to take
you?
over stuff.
It
No.
would not, it would not be a big loss, actually.
Are there any
That's
tools
what
on
I'm
board the
saying.
ship?
Genevieve.
One out of the
Because she's
7 of
sneaky.
us.
I go by me.
You and Genevieve
Okay.
Tools?
Like an axe?
can go because she can sneak. So if you
No.
die, maybe she can finish the job.
Precisely.
That's
This
why
is
we're trying to
this is a
figure
splendid
out the
plan.
jungle.
So
with
you
your ship.
stay in the
I
area.
want you to know I'm genuinely putting my life on the line for the sake of this ship.
And I'm gonna put everybody
Selflessly.
else to work clearing the jungle for the
Does no one
ship,
appreciate that?
You guys
so we can try and
go
refloat
down.
it.
You seem
You
to have
go
some,
to
you
the air
managed to even
temple.
get some
Temple of the
space.
Sky.
You
Temple
are
of the
hearing
Sky.
movement in the jungle.
You find out
Oh.
books on the
Okay, it's time to fly the ship.
It's time to
There's
fly.
movement in the jungle.
Yes. Would that be the monsters in the jungle coming to eat us?
Something's moving.
that movement? Yes.
See? That too.
It
Also
could be
monsters.
allies coming down.
That
All right,
guy.
everyone go to your sailing station.
I want to look and see if I can see what's in the jungle.
There is a wonderful vantage point right up there.
Hey, what?
I get into the tops and prepare to go underway.
Okay.
All right, you're up into the rigging. You are looking into the jungle, and you do see, as you look into the jungle appears to be looking back at you.
Uh-huh.
There are eyes, numerous eyes actually, who are looking your way.
Okay.
Ryan doesn't sleep tonight.
I
Are they
clear the
close
leash
to the
line.
ground? Are they up
You
high?
clear the leash line. Thank goodness someone did that. It makes all the difference.
Yes.
I didn't even know we had a leash line.
After the leash line
Do-
is cleared and are we a go?
We're a go. Do the heart thing.
I
Okay.
heave taut the
I pull-
halyard.
And,
Pull
and,
the
and,
3 strings that make us go up.
and I begin to bardically inspire.
Yay.
Round
You
1,
bardically
round 2,
inspire
round 3,
everybody.
round 4.
I slack away the true lines.
Yes, you slack the true lines. Thank you.
Are you just making
That's
it
my
up?
favorite.
No, these are just random quotes that
These
were
are random
emailing
quotes
someone.
from my post. And the truth is that I don't know
Well, look.
I don't know what a true line is. No, I'm not sure there is such a thing, but it sounded pretty nautical.
Sounds good.
I think we gotta tie the ropes around the belaying pins before we can unfurl the sails.
Do we? I don't know. Do we? I don't know.
Because we
They're
pulled
not
out,
ropes,
we
they're
pulled
lines.
out, sorry, the lines. We pulled out all the belaying pins, so we got it.
That sigh of
What are belaying
exasperation.
pins?
And you know, it's the wonderful
Stick that goes in a hole along the side of the boat.
Tie the
So you
lines.
put it in and then you can tie something to it, and then when you want to untie it, you just pull it in.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty smart.
Yes, yes it is. They thought of everything.
It's a good system that worked for 1,000 years.
I love, as someone pointed out in their response to my blog post, they're more like the Princess Bride kind of sailors. Tie off the thingy.
Yeah.
Then
The other thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right, you pluck the strings and
Push
nothing
that
happens.
Go.
Is that still glowing?
It is not.
Oh, we're out of gas.
Need more soap.
We'll put some more soap
I
in.
run down to the and put another drop in. Just a drop.
Just a
That's
drop.
all. That's all we needed last time.
Okay.
For obviously for that short time. But
All right.
oh, here's
Well,
another thing we're gonna need. We're gonna need find a.
Get hooked up with the whole sylph source, right?
Yeah.
It's just like Texaco, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Anyway.
yeah.
Fill her
You
up.
can trust yourself to the man who wears the star.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
think
quite
I want
work
my
that way.
soap bottle back, by the way.
It's all yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take
Except
that
for
one.
these 2 drops that he's used so far.
Yeah. Handy back.
Okay, the
belongs to
sylph
that
engine is
guy.
beginning to glow, and you start setting the lines in the sylph engine. Up on top, where are you?
I'm at the wheel.
You're at the wheel, okay? Yes, and someone is next to you at the. He's up in the rigging.
I'm
Some-
trying to keep the jungle out of the rigging.
Trying to keep the jungle, and probably a good thing too, because it's pretty messy in here. You start hearing whooping sounds from the jungle around you.
Well, I think we should move back.
Come on,
Yeah,
Strays,
let's do
I'm
that.
setting them, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
The ship
I'm an
stirs
elf, I don't know.
and begins to right itself.
Okay. All right.
You're awesome.
We're getting there.
Okay, it is a discordant hum, but it is humming.
I'm trying to adjust
Let's see how well that works for you.
sound right. Just so that it doesn't sound
This is
weird,
paranoid.
buzzy, or anything.
All right, roll a 20 for me. Let's see how we do with
Use
that.
that bardic inspiration.
Yeah, and use that bardic inspiration by all means.
Alright. Ooh.
Roll a d6. Is it d6
Yeah.
though? That you
You got a D6, yes.
Oh, that's not very good. 8,
Well, I can
11.
only inspire so much.
Oh, you are rising slowly off the jungle floor, up, heading up toward the jungle canopy.
That's good. That's very good.
This is good, and it is also very good because out of the jungle canopy and from the trees surrounding you, you can see a large group of orangutans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A what?
Do they know how to sail?
So let's go back.
Well, you might find out very quickly because they are jumping toward the boat.
Ooh,
Very good.
what'd you say they were?
Orangutans.
Oh, wait.
Can I use prestidigitation or minor illusion from inside the boat
Wow.
to appear outside the boat?
No.
I would think not. You would probably make things really illusory inside the boat.
There.
But that'll help you tremendously.
Now's a good time to throw a rock.
Underneath the boat? Is there any way for them to grab onto the boat?
You are coming up, rising up through the jungle canopy.
Sure.
The jungle canopy is all around you, and they are pretty agile in the jungle canopy.
Okay. I thought they were on the ground.
All right.
There are many on the ground who have
Well,
moved into the
well-
space where you had cleared it up a little
I
bit
gotta say is-
earlier. They are screeching and
Prepare to be
hooting at you.
boarded.
I'll say, avast there. Away from the boat.
Orangutans, having very little nautical culture of their own, do not pay any attention to your saying stop.
So I breathe fire on them?
Please.
Yes, you should breathe fire on
That
it.
seems kind of mean. They're
Does
just
it?
monkeys.
Do it.
They're apes, not monkeys.
I'm corrected.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, we also
I was just
got
gonna catch burning
ship
hands
right
up.
in the middle of
You're
our
so-
home.
well, I
so.
mean-
Okay, are all the sails unfurled?
It's kind of normal to have a ship with a monkey on board, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. Maybe we should let one of them on. He can be our next
Sure,
guy.
I think this would be fine for a 5 foot tall monkey that can tear your arms off.
Right.
Let's not let a monkey on.
Simply
I'll be
not.
fine, but I won't be fine.
Simple enough.
If
Are
one of
they
them-
actually trying to get on the ship?
They are, in fact, trying to get on the ship, and I think an initiative roll would be most helpful at this point.
Yay! I've had a bad day. I want to kill something.
Oh,
Don't burning hands on the ship.
Huh?
Fire.
Oh, that's all I was gonna do was
Fire
fire.
and sailing ships don't mix.
Uh-huh.
Don't mix.
Huh?
Well, they do, just not for very long.
Electrical might be preferable.
Sorry, don't have any of those.
Okay.
Well,
are we rising at an unreasonably slow speed? Like,
It is slow.
like
It is a slow rise.
not even elevator speed? Okay.
Not quite, no, not even elevator. speed.
Okay.
You might be able to improve
Got
that,
it.
yes.
Got it. Could go a little faster.
8 of the creatures leap onto the deck.
Wow.
I shoot one.
With?
A crossbow.
Maybe
What?
Maybe they're not mad. Maybe they're friendly.
All right. Well, I'll keep one alive and ask it when we're all done.
I guess our decision.
You're going to interrogate the orangutan.
Well, I assume these are animals, right?
Can
I
any
believe
of us
so,
communicate?
yes.
Yeah.
Can we cast a spell and communicate with them?
Yeah, I've got a spell right here. It's called Crossbow Bolt to his face. 8 and 21 and 7 damage.
I think that would probably be a really good thing. 7 damage, fine, good.
Remember, he said they could rip you apart. Now that was
What am I going to do? What,
really
I'll
bad
get
at you.
You launch your crossbow at one of them as it's coming over the rail. It
Yeah.
takes those 7 points of damage and falls back,
Fireballing.
Huzzah!
great screaming as it tumbles over the side. There are 7 more here.
I'm gonna ray of frost one of them.
Higher
But I
would
rolled
be
a-
better.
I rolled a 9 for my initiative, so
Oh, I
That's
rolled
okay. I
a
rolled
4.
3.
yeah.
Next, who's next?
I'm next. I'm gonna try to make us go a little faster. So
All
give
right,
us a
you're going
little
to
more-
adjust the harp
Yeah,
here
well-
down below.
Yeah.
All right, please roll for me.
Alrighty. Aha, 18.
18.
All right.
18. The ship starts really hauling up into the sky at this point. The sudden acceleration is quite a surprise, actually, to everybody who is on the deck.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's now make a roll, shall we?
Including the monkey?
18. I was worried. I'm up in the rigging.
What is it we're rolling for?
Something.
Dexterity?
Something.
Yes.
Athletics would be
He
fine,
doesn't say.
yes.
Well,
Dexterity would be good.
Dexterity? Okay, good.
Can I use acrobatics?
Yes.
Okay. Then
Well,
I
you're
got
inside the ship.
Yeah, you know this power boost is coming. You don't have to make any roll. I assume.
Yes, correct.
I roll a 12, but I'm holding onto the wheel.
It's us that have been taking around.
Okay, you should be fine holding onto the wheel.
Okay.
I rolled 4.
You rolled a 4. That's probably not enough.
I'm holding on to an orangutan.
You are holding. It's quite a dance, actually, here on the deck. Oh, great. Well, he doesn't do much better.
Oh,
The
good.
both of you are sliding across the deck.
We're staring at each other's terrified eyes.
Both of you are pretty upset about the situation. Yes.
I'm going to try to save him.
How are you going to do that? Are you letting go of the
I'm
wheel?
going to go with
Don't do that.
No, don't
Don't
do
do
that.
that.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it.
Okay.
Someone's
All right. Well, you're gonna. This is going to be another turn. He's
Yeah, on my
sliding
next
across the
action,
deck.
yeah.
What are you doing?
I rolled an 18. I'm up in the rigging. I'm going to shoot an orangutan with ray of frost. I have to make a range attack.
Is that a specific attack or is it an area of attack?
No, specific.
Okay.
I have to make so I rolled is it just? I don't know what I roll for a ranged spell.
It should just be a touch attack.
It's a ranged touch,
And, yeah, ranged
Oh,
touch.
okay.
So the recipient doesn't
So
get
it'd
any
be
dex bonus, whatever. That may be.
22 to hit.
Oh, excellent damage.
Demos. Ooh, 2 damage.
2 damage.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got a little chilly around that one.
Yeah, yes.
All right. Yeah.
That is one frosty and enraged orangutan.
Yeah. he might catch cold.
That's
Trying to
true.
read it pretty good.
Your orangutan who's hanging on to you is also sliding across the deck. It's not going to get an attack this round because the two of you are doing this sliding dance and staring with terrified expressions into each other's eyes. On the afterdeck, you are hanging onto the wheel trying to keep the ship moving in some particular direction. An orangutan, however, is coming to attack you, misses you. You duck out of the way.
Yes.
Down below, there's a lot of screeching going on upstairs, but you are at least moving this thing very quickly. Up in the tops, the frosted orangutan tries to hit back. Oh, and does so nicely.
Oh.
What is your AC?
14.
14? Yeah, definitely hits you. Ooh, strong damage. 5 points.
Oh.
Woo, ow.
I am
He
running
has
away.
grabbed you and is trying to pull you free of the rigging.
Well, I'm going to run away.
It'd be hard to run in the rigging.
Climb away.
Climb away.
I'm going to climb
Okay.
away as quickly as possible.
You're at the crossbar for the courser, which is the main sail at the bottom. So there is at least two more, or at least one more level above you where you were at.
Oh, Byron says it takes two to orangutangle.
Well done.
Excellent. Okay.
I was
You,
running up to.
you're trying to help
Yeah.
him, but there are more orangutans here on the deck.
Oh,
What's your
there
AC?
are. My armor class is a 15.
Oh, well, he hits you anyway.
Okay.
5 points.
5 points. Got it.
5 points seems to be very much what they like to give these days. There's an orangutan in your face. None have gotten downstairs yet. There's a lot of commotion going on
Okay.
upstairs.
Can I do something?
Of course you can do
Okay.
something.
So I would like to creep up. I want to not be seen. I'm not like super sneaky, but I would like to not be seen. And I would like to try and cast a spell where I'm making like a glowing ball of light, and I want to use it to buzz around them as a distraction and try to draw their attention.